Hello, everybody. Hello, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, everybody. If you are excited to be here, please drop in the chat box 333. If you're excited to be here this evening, just drop in the chat box 333. I'm excited this evening to announce to you that our special guest for tonight, all the way from Nigeria, is in the house. If you're happy, drop in the chat box Niger, 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 and share the link, share the link, share the link. We are live on Facebook. We are live here on Zoom. And so if you cannot join us on Zoom, please join us on Facebook, Long Reach Reality TV. It's all about our 8th anniversary and car award. 8th anniversary and car award. Niger people, you did this building inside. Show us some love. And my Ghana people, if you are here, show some love to our special guest, fully loaded today. Fire be fire. So guys, I want you to share. Just share the link. Share the link. Share the link. Share the link. We are live. Call a friend, tell a brother. This doesn't happen easily. We are live now. We are live now. We are live now on Facebook. We are here on Zoom. Just share the link. The number of people on Zoom is not deserving for this kind of guest. We are only 37 here. It's increasing to 38. Please share the link. 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 Please, let's share the link. Let's share the link. Let's share the link. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are taking off in some few seconds or some few minutes. But whilst we wait for the others to join us in no time, I want you to enjoy this music whilst we prepare to take off. So please, whilst we wait to take off in the next few minutes and take a short break, kindly share the link with your friends. Let's increase the number. All right. It's Ghana 8th anniversary, Long Beach 8th anniversary celebration. Just enjoy it.
It's time to come together. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. Come on now. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright, baby. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright.
Can you hear my voice? Hello, everyone. Can you hear my voice now? Can you hear my voice now? Let me know if you can hear my voice. All right. Thank you very much. You are almost welcome to today's edition. You are almost welcome to today's program. Today is going to be a wonderful time. I want to introduce my special guest to give an opening remarks. I'm not doing this alone today. We have somebody special. My senior man, all the way from Niger, is in the building, and I'm ready to introduce him now. So at this moment, is no other person but our own three-star director, Mr. Mfon Abraham, the husband to our second Africa, our Africa number 2. That is the second female 5-star director in Longreach, Africa. And this person, I want to read his profile briefly before I introduce him to give us a welcome address. Just a short speech, then we will dive into the training proper. He is an entrepreneur and a lifestyle business coach, and he is also a network marketing pro with over 10 years of solid experience. Yes, 10 years of solid experience. Then he is also a 3-star director in Longreach. He is a 3-star director in Longreach International. Humanitarian and community service ambassador as well.
the major donor of the Rotary Foundation of Rotary International. Wow. Past president of Rotary Club of Oyo, Niger. Husband and speech. This is not a training. Going to give us the opening address. Opening address. Opening address. If you are ready, show some love for our 3-star director, Mr. Mfon Abraham. Sir, you are most welcome.
Hello, Ghana, Africa. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir. We are very honored to have you here today.
Okay. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys. I am delighted. I'm excited. And it's a pleasure to be here.
What should we expect from you this evening?
Wow. Nothing so much. Just want to share some basic MLM tips with everyone, ways that we can go ahead to rebuild our businesses and achieve our goals with the Longreach Business Platform. Longreach as a company has so many testimonies all over Africa, all over the world, that there's so much preaching, about Longreach. As a company, it has proven itself to be the best network marketing company in our time. And practically all over Africa, in so many countries, we have felt the impacts of Longreach. And so I'm not going to talk so much about Longreach as a business, but I'm going to share some vital information on how we can continue to grow our Longreach business and to achieve our dreams and goals on this amazing platform. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That was awesome. And I'm very certain that tonight you are going to share with us some amazing slides, and we are going to take home some serious nuggets about building a Longreach business or a network marketing business. I'm very excited to hear this. Before we go into it proper about the training, we all know that you are a 3-star director in the Longreach business. It is not only about that, but also your wife is a 5-star director. In Africa, we have only 2 people who have attained this height. If you take Mama Titi off, the next is Mama Oluchi Abraham. How did you both manage to achieve this height?
Wow. I will just use 3 keywords. Okay. Passion, commitment, and consistency. Passion for the business, commitment to do the daily work you need to do, and then consistency. I'd rather add something else, that you have to, we have been focused. We have been very, very focused with Longreach. There has been so many distractions in the past 10 years of our partnership with Longreach, but we decided and chose to remain focused and committed to Longreach. And that is what has produced the results you just described, making my wife the 5-star director and also making me the 3-star director that I am today.
Wow. 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 Guys, I'm sure you are fired up to receive more detailed insights about how you can also build your network marketing business to build your entire family to rise through the ranks to become 5-star directors, 3-star directors, 1-star director. So before you started training, we want to know, how does it feel like being a star director in Longreach? In fact, the first time your family popped up a star director, how was the feeling like?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that being a star director, it's just like being a Diamond 1, Diamond 2, Diamond 3, up to Diamond 7. A star director is one of the rank we have in the Longreach Business Platform. And so, but of course, based on the company's recognition profile for star directors, which of course is the top leadership position in the marketing plan of Longreach, there's some kind of feeling of prestige, of achievement, of fulfillment that comes with it. So when you become a star director and you are being referred to or being your team members called you a star director, it's a wonderful feeling. It's a beautiful feeling. Of course, it makes you, think that you have contributed a lot to the business, and you have also helped a lot of people to achieve their dreams or to get to a certain level in the business. Beyond that, it doesn't mean that when you're a star director, everything just works freely for you. You still have to work, still have to build your business, you still have to, grow your team to achieve the goals you plan to achieve.
Thank you very much, sir. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to let you know that our star director will be joining us in Ghana very soon. And this is just a warm-up. This is just a warm-up session we are having with everyone at this very moment. It's only a warm-up session. So with this warm-up session, our 3-star director is going to take over the platform and is going to blow our mind with some trainings that we can all adapt and prepare to take off ahead of his arrival in Ghana to join us in our 8th anniversary. Sir, we are all ready for you. Can share your screen and then take us through wherever God leads you to. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. And once again, I want to sincerely thank the hosts and all our partners in Ghana. I would love to especially appreciate my wonderful host, 1-star director Kennedy Amako. Congratulations, you're star director Kennedy. I also fail to appreciate a future star director and my good friend Sylvia for ensuring that I'm featured in this presentation today. Okay, so for us to kickstart, I would just like to give me a few minutes. Let me try to bring in the screen. I just want to share some few things with us. You see, the journey of network marketing, it's a journey, like I've said earlier. It is not a destination, it's a journey. And of course, you need to, prepare yourself and then do all that you need to do to ensure that you achieve your goals on the platform. Network marketing is a wonderful opportunity for anybody who desires more out of life. Anybody who wants to achieve his goals in life can take advantage of the network marketing opportunity to achieve that goal. And the Longreach Business Platform has presented a whole lot of opportunity for everyone to achieve their goals. I want to share some things with us today about the mindset that you need to develop to achieve success in this business. I call it the winning mindset. Sorry, I'm trying to get my screen on. Ezzy, can you enable me to share my screen? It's telling me that I've been disabled.
I think I made the other one rather co-host. So, all right, please, sir, can you try again?
Okay. Still not sharing. Decide to be.
Maezi, you may have to mute one of your devices, audio.
Okay. Both the devices, which one is the co-host? Can you?
So both of them are co-hosts. The Mfon is co-host. Then Mfon Abraham is also co-host. So currently, you have the Mfon Abraham mic and video on.
Okay. That's the laptop.
Great. And that is what we have on the screen. So you can share.
Yeah, I've seen the share button. I liked it, but it's telling me I don't understand what. Okay, let me do something. I think I have lots of.
Please, can you mute the phone's audio?
Is it mute now? One is muted.
No, you've muted the mic, but not the audio, not the playback audio at the top, the one that shows at the top left.
Okay.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, when good things are coming, this is how technical issues try to distract. But like our SD said, 3 things have brought him this far. 3 things. And one of them is commitment. So he's committed to giving us the nuggets. So let's remain patient whilst he tries to fix the technical issue all the way in Nigeria, because I'm very keen in learning. I've started my business all over again. I have started all over again. So let's just get ready for him. He's putting the slides together. He's putting the slides to show on the screen. He's working on that.
Okay, so while I'm trying to do that, I think I mistakenly put off the other. It's crazy.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, whilst our SD tries to fix the technical issue for us, behind every successful man, we say there is a woman. Beside every successful man, they say there is a woman. And I would want us to take a moment whilst our SD tries to fix the issue. I want us to take a moment to watch this video coming from our 5-star director, the first lady of the house of the Abrahams. Let's watch this video. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, I understand the video had no sound. I'm very sorry about that. We want to do a playback. Sorry about that. Let's watch it again.
There's a big dream locked up in the deepest recesses of our souls, yearning for expression. Just like a baby kicks in the womb, We feel our dreams kicking each time we meet people who seem to be living the dream. It leaves us wondering when and if we will ever get to live the lives of our dreams. I had such fears too. One Monday in February 2012, I had barely settled down to work when I realized that my system's password had been withdrawn. I went completely blank. It felt like my entire world had crumbled before my very eyes. I didn't need a soothsayer to tell me that my job had been terminated. I had just lost my job. The uncertainty, confusion, anxiety, shame, fear that followed and engulfed my entire being is better imagined than experienced. How will I survive? The job was my only source of income. 1,001 thoughts raced through my mind. 2 months later, I visited a friend who lived in another state now. Longreach Bioscience International is an original equipment manufacturing company whose mission is to empower and help people who desire more out of life. I saw the opportunity I was looking for, a platform I could leverage to build my dreams. On the 45th week in my first year, I got an alert of 117,000. What? I'm living my dream life. This book is not some superfluous and impractical theories about success. It is my honest account of how, as a young Nigerian woman born into an average family with no renowned pedigree, I was able to conceive a dream to become financially free. Regardless of your industry, career, or gender, this book is that much needed wake-up call to rise above average.
This is Jules, VP of a ketchup company, about to use Grammarly to handle a PR issue.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I'm sure our SD have really meant today to load us with very well prepared notes. The devil is a liar. My SD, you did?
I don't know what the issue with my system. I've been able to have you seen any screen shared?
Not yet.
Okay, I think we can continue. Let me just share what I have.
So maybe you can run the screen on your laptop. So
yeah, that's what I want to
get from it. Yeah, and
that's
then
what I want to do.
We will please get your paper and pen ready. Just get your paper and pen ready. Just get it ready. Get your paper and pen ready because our SD is just about to flow. At the end of the day, SD, over to you. Over to you.
I'm going to share the screen, the presentation, so you can follow it up from there.
All right, we are ready for you.
All right, thank you once again I'm sorry for the technical issues. Like I said earlier, I want to share some tips and some strategies we can, use to build our business, focusing on our mindset, how to build a winning mindset. That's the key point of the presentation, how to build a winning mindset, to succeed in network marketing and long reach in particular. See, I like to start by asking us, what was our mindset like at the time we started our business? What was your mindset was like? Cast your mind back to when you started this business, when you were introduced into the business. I believe you were introduced to long reach business opportunity. Maybe you attended a massive company event or a business presentation, or maybe somebody just make a presentation to you about the business opportunity. And for instance, you attended during a company event, for instance, a car award or anniversary celebration where you were invited to know about the company and the business opportunity. You saw a lucrative compensation plan. You saw amazing and wonderful products. You were introduced to a myriad range of products that you felt you have need for them and you'll be able to share with your friends. And you saw an enthusiastic team of people who were all very encouraging and supportive and motivating you to become a member. That was awesome, wasn't it? And then as you think about it, let me guess, when you started, you also had a very positive mindset. You also had a very, very positive mindset. You were filled with loads of energy and enthusiasm because you had discovered a massive opportunity which was going to allow you to finally maybe fire your boss, out of the daily routine kind of job you were doing, and possibly also redeem your life and find more time to spend with your family and your friends. That's exactly how I felt when I started the long reach business about 10 years ago with my wife. And I believe that I had a very mindset that I was going to succeed in the business. But the reality soon dawned on me when we started building the business. The harsh reality, about the business struck me, and all the initial excitement started to disappear very quickly. You see, that's one of the things we experience when we start a network marketing business, and long reach particularly. It feels so exciting when you start, and then you feel that you're going to achieve all the goals within a short time. You started talking to people, and you were so fired up, you were so excited. But all of a sudden, maybe you went out the first few days, the first few weeks, the first, 1 month. It was difficult to sign up a new member. It was difficult to, sell your product. It was difficult to get the results you expected. These are the realities. And the truth is, I was really struggling to grow my team at the beginning. But the sad reality was this. I didn't know that the secret to signing up new people into my business, into my team, was not in chasing after people. Like most times we do, you find out that you'll be looking out for people, reach out to your neighbors, reach out to your friends, reach out to your family members, your co-workers, your church members. You try to reach out to them to sign them up into your business. But you realize that most of them are not showing interest. Most of them are not ready to join your business. And you do that the first day, the second day, the first week, and you realize that you're not able to sign up people. Before you know it, becomes frustrating. It becomes difficult, and you feel that, oh, I thought it's going to be easy. But the reality is that it's never that easy. And that's the mistake a lot of people do. That is the challenge a lot of people experience in the process of building their business. But the truth is that you don't need to chase after people. All you need to do is to begin to build the right mindset, build the right structures, build the right skills that will enable those prospects to come after you, to be attracted to you, not necessarily you chasing after them to get them to sign up. What I found is that majority of the people initially started with this lot of excitement. But because of the difficulties of enrolling or signing up new members, most of the people are unable to sustain that winning mindset for success in the business. Am I making sense? I'm trying to give us a background understanding of the challenges we face when we start our business, because these are the things you need to understand. And these are the things you need to teach your new members when you bring them into the business. They need to understand the reality about the business. They need to understand the fact that, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Yes.
Okay. The new people you bring into the business need to understand the reality of what network marketing is all about, what they should expect, so that when they experience those things, it wouldn't be so discouraging. It wouldn't be so frustrating for them, to make them think of quitting, to make them think of giving up. So the unfortunate statistics is that up to 90% of new entrants actually quit the business within the first few months because of these challenges, because of these problems experienced, because of the difficulties in signing up new members. To make sure that you don't lose your focus and the energy that you started the business with, I would like to share some of these key, winning mindset strategies that you need, as a network marketer, as a long-reach business partner, which you also need to teach your people to ensure that they work with this understanding, to ensure that they grow their business, knowing that it's never going to be that easy. They're going to experience challenges. They're going to face the frustrations of rejection, of difficulty in getting new members to sign up, or being able to sell your product the way you expect it. When you have this basic understanding, when you know that this is the reality of the business, it will be difficult. It will be easier for you to manage it. It will be easier for you to go through it when you actually experience them. So there are 5 key things I would like to share with us, which I call the winning mindset for success in your long-reach business. Number 1 is that you are going to remain focused on your why. We all know that for you to get into this business, there must be a reason. There must be a reason why you joined the business, why you started your long-reach business. When you started your business, what was your why? I'm asking us now. I want us to reflect. I want all of us listening to me now to think back to when you started your business. What was that singular major reason, or I would say factor, that motivated you, that encouraged you, that made you take that decision to pay for your startup package and sign up as a partner with Longreach? What was your why? Why did you join the business? What are those things you wanted to achieve that motivated you, that made you to take that decision? Now, whatever your why was, it must have been a very strong and compelling reason, because it got you started in the first place. What I mean there is that for whatever reason that you started the business, whatever thing you wanted to achieve, whatever thing that inspired you, that motivated you, that you saw, that made you took that decision to start this business, that is your why. Maybe you wanted an opportunity that you'd be able to make extra income. You wanted to, be able to make more money, to be able to, sack your own boss. Or maybe you wanted to, grow a business that will enable you to have more time for yourself and your family. These are some of the reasons why people join network marketing business. These are some of the reasons why people join Longreach. Make money, most especially, because for me, that was the motivating factor. I wanted an opportunity that will enable me to make more money, to be able to achieve my dreams, to be able to meet up with all the wonderful things I wanted to achieve in life. So you see, while you are trying to build your business, challenging situations will occur, such as rejections. It is a normal thing in network marketing. People reject your offer. People reject when you present the opportunity to them. There's going to be frustrations. Like I said earlier, you are trying to recruit new members into your team, and people are not joining, the people you so believe or expected that are going to jump into your business, when you presented the opportunity to them, a lot of them said no. A lot of them said, no, it's not my thing. I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to do it. Those kind of situations create frustration. And sometimes you didn't have support from your team, from your upline, or from your family members, from your partner, from your husband, or from your wife, or your siblings who you thought will support you, will encourage you in the business. You didn't get those support. And all these kind of things causes frustration. Maybe even as you started the business, you sign up some members into your team, and all of a sudden, some of them could not grow with the business, and they decide to quit. Or some of them jumped ship and started, move to another network marketing company. These are all the things we possibly experience. And I'm sure most of us have experienced these things. Personally, I've experienced a whole lot of all these things I'm trying to explain to you. But I didn't quit. I did not give up because I had a strong why. I had a strong reason that made me stay committed, made me stay focused and consistent in building, going through all the challenges, going through all the difficult situations to ensure that I achieve the goals I set for myself. The power of the power to keep you going through the business is to remain focused to your why, to remain focused to that singular reason that made you to join the business. That is the power that will keep you, through the challenges, that will keep you through the difficulties, to make you remain consistent, to make you remain committed to your business, to grow your business and achieve the ranks, the different ranks from Diamond 1 to Diamond 2 to Diamond 3, up to Diamond 7, and then to Star Director. Without you remaining focused to your why, that major reason, you will not be able to get to those, success levels in the business. Am I making sense? I like us to respond to know that. So let me know that I'm committed.
Yes, boss. You're making a lot of sense.
Okay, so
a lot of reaction
one thing I want us to keep taking note of is that we must remain focused on your why. Remain focused. Don't let anything shake your mind. I'm trying to share our own story. Remember, the host introduced me as a 3-star director, husband to the 5-star director, and all that. Now you think that was it easy for us to achieve those ranks in the business? Do you think we did not have challenges? Do you think we did not face all the difficult situations, that came with the business? We did. All these things I'm trying to explain to you, we all experienced it. We all experienced the challenges I'm explaining to you. But with all that experience, we did not quit. We did not give up. We remained committed. We remained consistent. And to the glory of God, today we are celebrated. We have achieved, like my wife, she has gotten to the highest rank in the Long Reach platform. And that didn't come easy. That did not come by mere wishing. I remember that at times we need to experience a lot of frustrations. You travel for presentations, you schedule presentations, and you travel all the way down there, make a lot of expenses, pay for hall and all that. When you get there on the event day, you notice that you have just very few people, maybe sometimes 5 people coming to attend. I remember one time I had to travel to Plateau State in Nigeria, Jos Plateau State, about 7 hours journey from my city. And I did everything possible to ensure that, we have people come out for presentation, because I had a downline in that city that wanted me to come over to assist him, to talk to our downlines and all that. So we fixed a presentation, printed flyers, did all kinds of promotions to invite people to attend the event. And surprisingly, when I got there, I had to travel like 2 days to get to that place with a lot of stress on the road. But on the date of the presentation, we had only 5 people came out. And this is a presentation we expected over 50 to 100 people to attend. We had only 5 people. It was so frustrating. But all those kind of things didn't make me to quit, because I was focused on my why. So if you want to the point I'm trying to make is that for you to succeed in this business, to achieve that goal that you want to achieve, you must remain focused on your why. For me, my why was to make money, to be able to finance my own dream and to live the kind of life I wanted to live. And I saw the Long Reach opportunity as a platform to assist me achieve that. And that was why I went into the business. And I remained focused, I remained committed, I remained consistent in doing the things I circumstances and a whole lot of issues. These issues has always been there. I remember when we started the business in 2014, we had serious product challenge, even worse than what we are having today. I remember when we opened our first Turkey's office in Uyo, my state, people used to stand in line and we used to share just 2 toothpaste to people. Somebody will order for 15, 20 toothpaste, but you could only get 2 because we didn't have enough products. As long as I could remember, for the past 10 years of doing this business, there's never been a very easy period. There's always been one challenging, situation or the other, one issues or the other. But in all those times, the business has been growing. People have been achieving their goals. People have been, moving from one rank, from one level to the other. So what I want to assure you is that no matter the challenges you are facing in the business currently, there's still a whole lot of opportunities awaiting those who are consistent, those who are focused, those who are committed. And I can assure you, you will surely achieve your dreams. The second thing I want to share with us on the right mindsets you need to succeed in this business is that you should surround yourself with positive and supportive people. Take note of that. Number 2, mindset for success in the business is that you should surround yourself with positive and supportive people. Yes, you ask me, how do I get these supportive and positive people? It's going to come from the people you recruit into your team. There's this rule about network marketing. We call it the 80-20 rule. And that is the reality of what you experience in the business. I've experienced it in every aspect of the business. Out of 10 people that are in your team, you can only be sure that 2 will be the positive people, the serious people, the committed people that will do the business. So you always watch out for this 20% of the people in your team, in your network, or people around you who are going to be positive-minded, who are going to support you in what you are doing. There's always that 20%. So that's what you need to look out for. Look out for those kind of people and partner with them. They could be in your team, in your downline, or they could be in your sideline. For instance, in your country, in Ghana, and even other countries that are doing the business, you don't need to only depend on your downlines. We know that the downlines are the people that impact your business, that help you to grow in your business. But beyond your downline, you also have other business partners who are generally not your downlines. They could be your upline, maybe they could be in other teams. But these are all, positive-minded people who are working to ensure success in their business. So you can partner with them, collaborate with them, and work with them to achieve your goals. Take note that all of us have a choice to decide who we want to hang out with, who we want to work with. So make that choice. Find out those people in your downline team, in your city that you are working. There's always this kind of people. Partner with them, collaborate with them, share ideas with them, and work with them. You need to understand that negative people have negative influence on you, particularly at the subconscious level. These are people who doesn't see any good in what we are doing, in the efforts we are making. They're discouraging you, they're telling you that you are wasting your time with the business. You don't need to hang out with such people because you know why you came into the business, you know what you want to achieve. So you need to remove negative people from your circle and only work with the positive-minded people. Jim Rohn, one of our prominent network marketing professional, we all know Jim Rohn, the writer of one of the popular books in network marketing. Jim Rohn once said that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you have 5 people around you, for instance, that are positive-minded, that are focused in their business, that are committed in their business, and you are working all the time with these people, you'll be motivated. All of you will motivate each other. The success of the other partner will also motivate you to put in your efforts. So you need to find the people that are positive-minded, that are committed to their business, that are serious, and work with them. And dissociate yourself from negative people that are going to influence you or discourage you from achieving your goal. Another thing you can do to surround yourself with positive-minded people is to create or join a community of like-minded entrepreneurial people who are positive and supportive and encourage you to take action on a daily basis to achieve your goals. For instance, in this era of social media and all that, you can create a group, a chat group, a WhatsApp group, a Facebook group, all kinds of groups, chat groups are available, and collaborate these kind of people into the chat group. If you have any challenge about your business, you can throw into that chat room and ask for people's ideas and suggestions, and people share their ideas. Such will enable you to, learn the right information you need, get the right skills you need to tackle your problems and handle the issues you face in your business. So it's important that you connect with such people, positive-minded people, and work together with them. That would definitely help to build the mentality you need to succeed in business. This will help you to grow your business to achieve the success you need. Okay, the number 3 thing I would like to share with us on how to build a winning mindset is to, discontinue giving excuses, what I refer to as an excuses mindset. A lot of people have this mentality that, makes them to give excuses at every point in time. If you face any little challenge in building your business, for instance, the frustrations, the rejections I talked about earlier, the doubts, you have. These are the things that can actually make people to give excuses. Now, you need to actually ask yourself most times, am I giving excuses or am I taking decisive action about my business? If you realize that you are making excuses, for instance, you're supposed to go out and prospect, and talk to new prospects about your business. You're supposed to go out maybe to your community and talk to people on a daily basis. But you wake up in the morning, you feel reluctant to go out. You are giving an excuse of one thing or the other that makes you not to go out. You realize that that is actually an excuse. It's not as if you are taking action that can produce results. So we encourage you to quit giving excuses. Take that bold action you are supposed to take. Go out and prospect. Go out and follow up. Go out and market your products to people around you. Go on to the social media. Go to Facebook. Go to WhatsApp. Do those things you need to do on a daily basis, on a consistent basis. Don't give excuses. Don't say, oh, I'm feeling reluctant. I'm not feeling well today, or give one excuse or the other. The weather is bad and all that. These are simple excuses. And the more excuses you give, the more frustrating it becomes for you to grow your business. So the mentality of giving excuses is one of the things that makes people to fail in their business, in their network marketing business and long-reach business particularly. But when you quit that habit of giving excuses and rather, take active actions on a daily basis, you see that your business is going to grow. You are going to achieve incremental success on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. And before you know it, you continue to grow from one rank to the other. Reach out to your team members, conduct the meetings you need to conduct with your team members, follow up on your downlines, ensure that they carry out their daily and weekly, prospecting activities. Give your team members assignments and follow up with them to ensure that they do those things. If they want to give an excuse, you share with them the importance of not giving excuses, rather by taking action on the activities they need to do on a daily basis. And you discover that if you do this, you're going to build that same mentality in your team. You notice that everybody is going to be active. Everybody is going to believe in action, in taking positive actions rather than giving excuses. And that will motivate the business in your team. And you see the results coming out, all the time. Another thing I like to share on this point is that you need to take full ownership of your business and focus on how to develop a winning mindset for success instead of giving excuses. Take ownership of your business. You don't need to look up to your upline all the time. Yes, the upline has a responsibility to guide you, to direct you, to coach you to success. But beyond your upline, you need to take full responsibility for your business. I always like to share this a testimony about myself and my wife. Up till today, as I'm talking to you, the person that introduced my wife to Longreach, we have never seen her with our eyes. Yes, 10 years plus after we started the business, we have never seen her with our eyes. But this is a person that, signed us into the business and assisted us to start the business. But we didn't wait for the person to direct us to, show us everything we needed to do, even though she communicated with us on phone and all that. But we took the initiative on our own. We took ownership of the business. We decided to go out and learn all the things we needed to know to push our business. And that is what we did. And before we know it, we were moving the business and growing our own team. So what I'm trying to let us understand is that for you to succeed in this business and achieve your goals, you need to have this mentality, this mindset of ownership. Don't see it as any other business. As somebody's business or your upline business. See it as your own business. It's the same way you will rent a shop or an office to open any conventional business, and you go out there every day, to market, to buy product and put there and do everything you need to do to make the business successful. That's the same way you're going to take ownership of your Longreach business. It is your business. It belongs to you. Everything you need to do, to achieve success is your responsibility. When you achieve those ranks, when you achieve those goals, you are the one to be celebrated, not your upline or your downline. It is you. So you need to take ownership. It is a mindset. I need us to understand this. It is a mindset, it is a mentality. When you have that mentality of ownership, you see that you don't wait for anybody to push you to do what you need to do. You see that you don't wait for your upline to tell you to go out and prospect. You see that you don't need to wait for your downlines, before, to organize meetings. You are the one that would take the lead to mobilize people around you, your downlines, your sidelines, to take action on the things that needs to be done. So you need to take ownership of your business to grow and achieve success, in the business. And then you also make a decision to reject excuses. You must make that decision to reject that excuses mindset. It is the wrong mentality a lot of people have about the business that makes them fail in the business. When you are prone to giving excuses, it's not only in Longreach, it is not only in network marketing, in every other thing in life. If you are the kind of person that is fond of giving excuses all the time, you discover that you are not going to go far in whatever you are doing. How much more in a business like Longreach, like network marketing, which you have to take consistent daily action on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, all the time. So if you are prone to giving excuses, you will not go far. That is a simple truth. I don't know how to, paint pictures about this business. I tell you the way it is. And I try to use my personal experiences in doing the business to share with people to understand that you have a responsibility to move your business forward. The support you get from your upline, the support you get from your downlines, and whoever else that can support you, it's an addition. 80% of the action you take, 80% of the commitment you give to your business, and more is what will determine your success in your business. So take note of that. Quit giving excuses. Have a winning mindset and not excuses mindset. Another major thing that I like to share with people that, has assisted me in the business over the years, which is part of the mindset that I've developed that has helped me over the years, is to do daily visualization. Daily visualization, that's number 4 key points on how to grow a winning mindset in your business. Daily visualization. It might sound very simple, but the truth is that when you visualize your future success, when you visualize that dream, that goal you want to achieve, when you sit down and see it in your mind's eye and believe in it, that alone would motivate you so much to work towards achieving that goal you want. I give you an example. This house that I'm staying here to do this presentation is our home that we built from the money we made in Longreach within the first three years in the business. And it's a house that is worth hundreds of millions of naira. Now, when we started this business, we were living in a rented apartment and we were struggling to pay the rent. I'm telling the truth. A rent of as little as 300,000 naira then was a big challenge for us to pay in a 3-bedroom apartment we were staying. And then we started this business. We had this opportunity. We started this business. Part of the things that motivated me so much was the fact that I was looking forward to living in my own, my own home, in my own, personal home, built to my taste, the way I want it. And I had this picture of the kind of house I wanted to live in mind. In fact, I went a step further to get an architect to design that house for me, as early as when we started this business, even when I did not even have a plot of land to build the house. I got an architect to do a 3D design of the house. I worked with the architect, give him the ideas. Even I went as far as doing the landscaping of how I want the compound to be like. This is what I did. And that is visualization. I saw that building already in my mind's eye, even before we could afford to buy a plot of land for the building. I printed it out and kept it, somewhere in the where I was staying so that I could see it every day. And the more I saw this building design every day, the more I was motivated to work, to push through the visual challenges that we face in the business to ensure that we achieve the goal. And today, in fact, long ago, over 7 years ago, that dream became a reality. We were able to buy the land and started building the house. And of course, I'm sure most of you have seen our house in most of our presentation charts. That is to tell you that if you visualize what you want to achieve, if you see the picture of the things you want to achieve through this business, you can actually eventually, experience the reality by achieving those things. So as part of your daily routine, spend a few quiet time, and close your eyes to visualize yourself as having actually achieved those goals. I'm sure you understand what I mean by visualization. It's simply dreaming in your mind. See it in your mind's picture. The way the human being is designed is that you can actually form pictures in your mind. See it, manipulate it in your mind, and it doesn't cost you anything. You don't need to pay any money, anybody to do that. It's simply a mental process that you need to go through. So take time out on a daily basis, visualize your dreams, visualize your goals. What are those things you want to achieve? Is it a vacation? You want to travel with your family to a 5-star vacation in Europe or any part of the world? Visualize it. In fact, see yourself in that resort. You want to go on a vacation. See yourself and your family there, and then you work and plan towards it. I can assure you, you will achieve it. I remember when we used to think of, possibility of traveling abroad. But through this opportunity, I and my family, we have traveled to so many countries in the world, and we have experienced amazing vacations, courtesy of this opportunity. So I tell you that it is possible. I have experienced it. This, in fact, every year we must go on an annual family vacation, either to Europe or to the USA. It has happened like that every year for the past 9 or 8 years since we started the business. And it's possible. This wouldn't have been possible without the Long Reach opportunity. Because, of course, you know, it's not easy to travel with family, you know, pay for flight tickets, pay for hotels and all that. But with the kind of opportunity this business presents, you can achieve that. If I could do it, and so many other people in the business could do it, it means everybody else can do it. All you need to do is to be consistent, to be committed to your business, and continue to grow. Visualization is a very important aspect, you know, that of the business that will help you to build a positive mentality for your business. I personally like to do it very early in the morning, maybe when I wake up in the morning, before I go out to anything, maybe for exercise, I sit down for maybe 10 or 15 minutes and close my eyes and visualize all the things I want to achieve and put them down on paper and all that. And it becomes a moving force for me, because when I think about those things, when I see them in my mind, see them in the pictures I create, I go all out to work towards achieving them. Another time you can do it is late in the night before you go to bed. You can take out time to visualize your goals, visualize your dreams, and believe in it and work towards it, and you will achieve it. This business has a whole lot of potential to help you to achieve your dream. The last but not the least, you know, key points I want to share with you that will help you to build that winning mentality. You remember, we are talking about the winning mentality, the winning mindset for your Long Reach business is that you must become a lifelong learner. You must become a lifelong learner. We are in this business to create income, and you want to continuously learn to improve what you must make, what you must to make sure that you apply all the things you learn to achieve your goals. It's one thing to learn. A lot of people spend time learning, studying, gathering notes, writing notes and all that, attending presentations, attending seminars. Every day you attend trainings and all that. But the challenge is that a lot of people don't apply what they learn. A lot of people don't put into action what they learn. If you go through your notebooks, you must have attended so many trainings, both online like we are doing now and real-time trainings. And you have gathered a lot of information. You have taken notes at different times about different strategies on how you can build your business. But the challenge is that so many people don't put those information they learn into action. For you to achieve any meaningful success, you must apply, the knowledge you learn every day, into your daily activities. So when most people start a network marketing business, they seem to think that they're going to be successful within a short time. Now, don't get me wrong. It is easy to achieve success in this business within a short time. Of course, we have seen some of our partners who joined the business within 6 months. Within 1 year, they became star directors. And there are some people that joined the business for 5 years, for 6 years, they could not achieve star director. So there are people that can achieve this success within a short time. But the reality is that for most people, it doesn't happen that way. So people need to understand that there's time. You need to put in some time to build and grow your business. When you put in time and energy and consistently grow your business, it is very possible that you are going to achieve success. Just like in any other business we do in life. For instance, when we went to school, before we became graduates, for whatever thing we studied in school, we must have put in 3 to 4 to 5 years in studying. I'm not even talking about the primary and secondary education. And then if you add that 12 years to the 4 years in the university, you notice that you are putting over 15 to 16 years of your life in studying to become whatever you become today. That means that for you to achieve any meaningful thing in life, you must, give it some time. The same way it is in network marketing in the Long Reach business. Remember, I said that this is our 10th year in the business. My wife became 5-star director after she has put in 8 years in the business. I became 3-star director after I've put in about 6 years in the business. So it's not going to happen within a few days. It's not going to happen within a few months. A lot of people are so impatient that they just join the business and within a short time, they want to get to the highest rank. Yes, it's possible, but you need to do the work, the volume of work it requires to achieve that. So understand that it's going to take some time. Give yourself between 3 to 5 years of consistent, continuous, and committed work to grow your business, to grow your team, to build your network. Remember, network marketing. The laundry business is about growing a large network. In fact, the way you make more money is when you grow a large network of team members, of downlines, of partners in your business, so that whatever percentage that is generated by that large number will amount to whatever you earn. So have that understanding, have that mindset that you're going to put in some time and you're going to keep learning. You're going to be a lifelong learner. Every day of you are doing this business is an opportunity for you to learn. Even as I'm talking to you, as a 3-star director, even with my wife as a 5-star director, we still attend trainings. We still listen to other people share their knowledge, share their information, attend network marketing professional trainings from different places. That is to ensure that you update your knowledge, you update your skills, and become relevant. If you stop learning, you will simply stop growing. So one of the mindsets you need to have and to teach your downlines is that you and them must remain lifelong learners. Not just learners. When you learn, you apply or implement whatever you learn. Practically, you need to practicalize the things you learn in your business on a daily basis for you to achieve the results you want to achieve. So ladies and gentlemen, I've been able to share with us some of the what I call the winning mentality that will enable you to achieve success in this business. And I started by saying that for you to go far, you must develop that mentality. You must develop that positive mindset. Believe that is an opportunity. Network marketing, the laundry business opportunity, it's a reputable business. It's a business that is making people become millionaires, that is helping people to achieve their dreams in life. It's a serious business, so you don't joke with it. Take it serious. Do whatever you need to do to build your business. Do whatever you need to do to develop your team. It is a team business. You can't do it alone. You need to work with people. So you have the responsibility to teach your downlines to become as good or even better than you. There's no room for selfishness in this business. For you to grow, for you to achieve success, you must help other people to achieve their own success. That is the mentality you need to have. As a leader, as an upline in the business, your basic responsibility is to help your downlines to achieve their own dreams. If you want to become a star director, make sure you help at least 3 people in your 3 different legs to become Diamond 6 leaders. Forget about yourself. Work on helping other people to achieve their goals. If you help 3 people to become Diamond 6 in their 3 different legs, automatically you will become a star director. You don't need to push yourself too much. All you need to do is to help other people who are your downlines, encourage them, do whatever you can to train them to become independent leaders. And once you achieve that, you simply achieve your goals. That is the beauty that this business has presented. It helps people become the best version of themselves. And there's a whole lot of benefit, a whole lot of reward that comes with this thing, apart from the money you're going to make, apart from the incentives you're going to achieve. There's this sense of fulfillment that comes with knowing that you have helped other people to achieve their dreams. I remember one time, one of our team members, when the person became a star director, came to our house and really appreciated us, thanked us for the support, for helping her to achieve that rank, and brought a wonderful gift. I just looked at her and I realized that there's nothing as joyous, as beautiful as, seeing another person succeed. And this person came with a very genuine mind to appreciate the effort and the support we gave to her. So that is one of the fulfillment. That is one of the achievements, you derive from helping people. The business is a very reputable and rewarding business. The more people you help to achieve their own goals, the much more you will achieve your own goals. So I want to encourage all of us to understand that we need to build the right mindset. We need to build the right mentality. We need to have the right attitude about the business. If you don't have the right attitude, it will be difficult, it will be challenging. You become frustrated when you face the challenges because these challenges are real. They are part of the business. Every challenge we are facing, either from the market, from the company, from the distributors, and the people that we are working with, these are all part of the business. Without these challenges, you cannot go forward. So you need to prepare yourself to face every challenge as they come, overcome them, because you will always overcome them when you face them with the right mindset. You always overcome those challenges and grow your business to achieve success. Take note of the fact that I said that you must remain focused on your why. Number one, you must remain focused on your why. If you can forget every other thing, don't forget the major reason why you started this business. Those things that motivated you, that made you to take that decision to start, that is your why. That is what would always inspire you towards achieving your goal. Number two, surround yourself with positive and supportive people. Very important. Number three, build a winning mindset, not an excuses mindset. Build a winning mindset. Believe you can always win and you will win. Don't give excuses. Throw that mindset of giving excuses away and focus on positive mindset, of a mindset of success and achievement. And number four, concentrate on your daily visualizations. Focus your mind on that dream you want to achieve, that house you want to build, that car you want to drive, that vacation you want to, the schools you want to send your children to, the perfume, the wristwatches, the clothing, all the beautiful things you want to achieve. Let your mind focus on them. The people you want to help, how many people do you want to, work with to achieve success in this business? That's another thing to focus your mind on. When you visualize these things on a daily basis, and then you take action, you will see you achieve your goals. And then finally, become a lifelong learner. It is very important that you remain a learner. And remember, I said, don't just learn. Put to practice everything you learn. They say practice makes perfect. If you learn and keep learning and keep packing the information in your mind, in your head, in your notebook, and you don't practice any of them, your results will remain zero. But when you implement, for instance, part of the things I share with us today, if you put them into practice and keep doing them on a daily basis, you see a result. There is no magic in this business. It is simply a function of the actions you take on a daily basis. And the massive action you take also results in massive outcome, massive results. Massive action results in massive result. For instance, if you go out talking to 50 people on a daily basis, another person is talking to 2 people on a daily basis. At the end of the week, you talk to maybe 100 people and the other person talks to only 10 people. Do you think you are going to get the same results? Definitely not. So the massive action you take on your business every day, every week, every month will surely produce the results that you are looking for. And I don't have any doubts about it because I have seen it work over the years. Even in the face of challenges, people are still making money, achieving success in this business. So I want to appreciate everyone for your attention. There's still some other information I would love to share with you, but I'm sorry about the fact that I couldn't share my screen with you. I'm going to share this presentation with the host, and I hope it can be communicated to all of us. Thank you for your attention. And if you have any questions, you can ask, and I'll try to respond to it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, SD. Thank you very much, SD. This is power packed and this is loaded. Of course, we're going to ask you some questions. We're going to ask you some questions. Please, let's show some love for our SD. Let's show some love for our SD. Try and show some love for our SD. Let's show some love for our SD. It's very, very, very important. SD, thank you very much. This is fully loaded and we sincerely appreciate. We don't take it for granted. We're going to take some questions, but remember that our SD is joining us very soon. Anyway, question time. If you have a question, you raise your hand and my producers will unmute you. You ask your question, or you can type your question in the chat box and then we are good to go. Yes, question time. All right, question. You raise your hand, you want to ask any question about all that our SD have said, and we are good to go. Who is asking the first question? First shot. Okay. SD, you've really done well. I appreciate your consistency even at this stage. 3-star, there are some people who have reached that height and some of them have relaxed. But even at this level, you said one thing that struck me. You said you are still learning. You still learn something every day, because if you don't learn, you don't become relevant. And this is very weighty, a very strong word. It means that if you are still learning, then how much more us? Then we have a long way to go. All right, let me go into the chat box and see if we have some questions in the chat box.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat now to see if there's any question. And like as the Kennedy said, by God's grace, I'm going to be in Ghana this weekend to celebrate with Long Reach Ghana during the 8th anniversary celebration. Let's put a round of applause for Long Reach Ghana. Yeah, it's massive. It's not easy to stay focused, committed for 8 years. I know some few years ago, there was serious challenging situations in Ghana that made it look like the company, the business is not going to continue. But thank God for for most of our leaders and partners in Ghana who remained consistent and kept fighting and building. And today, we are celebrating the 8th anniversary of the business. I look forward to an exciting event, and I want to encourage you to invite as many people as possible to attend these are the kind of opportunities and events that you take advantage of to sign up new members into your team. It's very difficult for anybody that attends such events as a prospect not to sign up. So go all out and invite as many people as possible, to attend. Make sure they come and attend and listen to all the presentations, all the testimonies, and the energy, the powerful energy that will be experienced in the hall and around the event venue. You see that will motivate a lot of people to sign up. We have experienced that a lot at different times here in Nigeria. Most times when we do anniversary, you see a massive, new signups, because people always look forward to that. So I look forward to see you all guys in Accra this weekend.
Thank you very much, SD. Thank you very much. So my boss have said it all. We are expecting him in some few days. Just some few days, we are going to see him coming into the country. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you some few reasons why you must not miss the 8th anniversary celebration. You just cannot miss it. You just cannot miss it. Whilst you are formulating your question, there is a question from someone. Okay, Priscilla Afezi. Where is the question? Let me see. Okay, Dave. So SD, there's one question for you.
Yes, I've seen it. Somebody says, I think that's from Dave. He says, I have the challenge of availing myself to educate my downlines, but a lot of them are reluctant. If you find yourself in such a situation, how will you handle it or go about it, please? Okay, what I try to understand here is that the person is saying that he finds it difficult to train his downlines, probably because he himself doesn't know much. Well, I know that we don't know everything. Maybe you are still a new member. Maybe you are still growing in the business. There's a whole lot you don't know, but that doesn't mean you cannot motivate your downlines. The truth is that once you join the business and you refer somebody or introduce somebody to join the business, automatically you become a leader and you have a responsibility to, train those people and motivate them to understand the business. In fact, it is their responsibility to help them, the people you introduce into the business, so learn and understand the business. So you need to start learning yourself. But in the meantime, you can also use the support of your upline. For instance, if you have an upline who is a big leader, maybe your SD upline can reach out to them, because whatever you do is also adding value to your upline, so your leaders, a business. So you can reach out to your upline to assist you in some of the key trainings or educative materials they need. You need to share with their team members. So that's one way you can take advantage of your uplines or other leaders in the business to bring your people to learn and understand the business. Another way to do it is to encourage your downlines to attend company trainings. I believe that in Ghana, we have company trainings at different locations, maybe at the head office or other locations, stockist offices that go on a weekly basis. So that's an opportunity for you to, bring your downlines to hear from people who are more knowledgeable than you. That way they will learn and grow and become, active. But at the same time, like I said earlier, you need to consistently, learn new skills, get more information about the business that you can share. Take note, the most important thing about this business is how to market your products to people and your business opportunity. We have our long reach products, amazing products that you can share with people. So basically what you need to do is to get to know the basic information about those products and share those information. Also know the benefits those products gives to people and share the benefits with people. And then the business opportunity, you share the business, potentials with people, what people stand to gain for being long reach partners. It's as simple as that. You don't need to know everything. Those are the basic things that you can communicate effectively and share with people is all that you need. And in the process of doing this thing, you are improving yourself, you are learning, you are getting better, and you are doing better. As I'm talking to us now, I didn't used to be that good, even though I'm still learning. But over the years, as I keep practicing, doing presentations, both online and offline, I improve myself, I become a better at presenting, become better in sharing information. So that's how everybody should, grow in the business. Thank you. I hope I've answered the question.
Yeah, SD, on the contrary, his question is not about his competence, but the willingness and commitment of his team members to learn under his leadership. Just like the normal problems we've been facing.
Okay.
You organize training, your team members who need it more, they don't attend. Other people who may not need it as much as those you targeted don't attend. And yet they blame you that they don't know this, they don't know that. Well, how should he handle these kind of people? I think that's what he was trying to say.
Okay. Well, that is a normal thing in network marketing. Like I said, it is not everybody that joins your team, that joins your business, that will be serious. Okay? You don't have to kill yourself over people who don't want to achieve success. You do your best in motivating them, in encouraging them, and then watch out for those who are serious, who are self-motivated and wants to grow, and then identify those people, work with them. Those are the people you need to grow your business. That's the truth. I've seen it severally. That sometimes you see a whole lot of people in your team, in your network, but just a little percentage of that is working. And that's the percentage that have been producing the results that has, move you. In addition to that, while you try to continue to grow your business and recruit new people into your team, you do what we mean, what we call by identifying the egos in your network, the egos in your team, identify them, bring them together and work with them. I talked about it in my presentation about working with positive-minded people who are supportive your goals. Those are the people you need to identify and grow your business with them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Asari family, please unmute and ask your question.
Yeah, I think that was the question I was about to ask. In the way of building your team, when you call for meeting and your team members are not willing to even join on the Zoom or on the conference call, it is very bad. Sometimes I get discouraged, but I just motivate myself to move forward. So the same question that Dave asked is the same challenge, and as you said, that is a normal thing. So we just have to psych ourselves up and then move forward. Thank you for your advice.
Okay,
Great.
so I get it now. Currently, I, as a 3-star director, am also facing similar situation with some of my team members. There are people that were doing the business all of a sudden, maybe because of the challenges, economy, and all that, they stopped. And you keep talking to them and keep motivating them, and they don't show interest. I mean, for me, I've come to the realization that there's nothing anybody would do that will stop me from growing my team. I believe that there's still a whole lot of people out there. That doesn't mean you're going to completely give up on your team members. There's still, people out there that need some more, motivation. Sometimes you need to go out of your way, not just, calling on phone, not just asking them to join a Zoom meeting. You go and have a personal one-on-one interaction. This business is about, that personal touch. Sometimes, you need that personal one-on-one connection with someone and share other issues about their life, not just about the business. So most times you reach out to your team members, maybe you have not heard from them for a long time. Instead of you to just start by talking to them about the business, Get to know other issues in their life. What are the challenges they're going through? What are the problems they're facing? Even though you are not in a position to help them, solve all those problems, but, that concern you show by getting to know about their problems and possibly giving them whatever advice you can or assistance you can also go a long way to show that, you love them and want success. That can also motivate them to look back at the business. So there is still a whole lot of things we can do, using your initiative in addition with whatever strategies that is shared. So help motivate their team members, to the business. And like I said earlier, this anniversary is an opportunity, to bring back a lot of people and then recruit new members. Understand that recruitment is a continuous thing. Even though, you don't just recruit. When you recruit, you must, support them, train them well, and understand the business and sell on. Another major thing I've come to discover about such people is that they didn't have the right foundation about the business. Some of them just were persuaded to join the business, and then they just joined without really understanding what they're supposed to do. And then when they now face the challenges that come to the business, they simply just give up. So as a way of forestalling such situation, when you recruit new members, please do whatever it takes to give them the foundational knowledge, the foundational mindset they need to understand how this business works. Because I've seen that go a long way to sustain people in the business, even when they're facing challenges. But when people don't have that background understanding or knowledge or the right mentality, it's very easy for them to quit and give up. Thank you.
Thank you very much, SD. There are two more questions in the chat box. Let me quickly read them.
Okay, let me see. So my question is that my members does not working with me. They only register, but none of them is working. It's the same thing. Please, my question is, after signing up as a new member, do I need to take my time to acquire adequate knowledge about the business and its operations before starting to prospect? Yes, this is a good question. Okay, I would like to say that it is important to take some time to study, to understand the basic things about the business, but it doesn't mean you're going to take forever. If you sign up today and then maybe by tomorrow you talk to somebody and the person is willing to sign up, of course, you go ahead and sign up with the person. You don't have to tell them to wait till you learn everything. And you're not going to learn everything at once. But there are basic things you must understand about the business, like prospecting, how to pitch your opportunity, how to do your follow-ups, a lot of things, how to invite people for presentations and all that. These are things you need to at least have a basic understanding as quickly as possible once you sign up. I would like to refer us to read this book by what's the name? One of our popular network marketing books that every new beginner should read. Ezzy Kennedy, remember the title by oh, sorry, I forgot it. When I remember, I'll let you know. It's a very important MLM book that every new member should have. I know it's available everywhere. Just get it and make sure you go through it. Once you read through that book, I'll drop the name and the title for us. Let me get it. Once you read through that book, you have a basic knowledge about the industry, about the company. And then Another important thing you need to learn is your company product knowledge, compensation plan. You need to understand these things because for you to effectively, prospect and get people to sign up, at least the basic thing you need to know about their company, the product you're marketing, and the compensation plan your company uses is key for effective prospecting and signing up. So you take time to study those things and arm yourself with the information so that you can conveniently share it with your prospects. Like I said, if you have a new person that wants to join, you can quickly sign up the person and connect him with their upline who has more knowledge to, share such knowledge with the new person, even if you don't have much information. All right.
There's another question.
Okay. Please, what are the foundational mindsets for those your downliners that don't want to work? It's the same foundational mindset I have shared with us in the presentation. At least I want to understand one thing. Is there anybody that we think that joins this business without having a reason for joining? Do you think that there's anybody that starts this business without having at least one reason why they join? Because I'm trying to understand if somebody could just sign up to join along with the business without one reason. Why I'm asking that is because for anybody to join the business, the person must at least have something in his or her mind that he wants to achieve. That should be the why. And that is a foundational, mentality we need to tell people. One of the foundational mindsets we need to tell people is to always remember your why, your reason for joining the business, your reason for starting the business. I don't believe that there's anybody that took his hard-earned money to pay and sign up for the business without having at least one reason for doing so. So even if it's just one reason that made that person to sign up, that should be his or her why. And if he understands that why, that alone should motivate the person to put in some effort. In addition to you, the upline, helping him or her to understand more reasons why he should stay in the business and grow the business. Okay, so to answer your question, you also as an upline has a responsibility to help your downlines see the reason why they should be serious in the business. You should also have that, capacity to open the mindset of your downlines to see why they should take the business serious, why they should put in some effort to grow the business. So that is it.
Thank you very much.
Did I answer the question?
Yes, you did. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, somebody has answered. GoPro by this our popular network marketing professional, Eric Worre.
Eric Worre.
GoPro by Eric Worre. I've read this book over 7 times. In fact, I read it every year. At the beginning of every year, I read it again. As old as the book is, every time you read it, you learn a new skill. You understand a whole lot about this industry. So I recommend it to anybody. If there's anybody that started a network marketing business and has not read that book, the person has not started, doesn't understand. So recommend it to your team members. It's available, even if it's the online copy, soft copy, you can get it, read it through. It will open your mind to the possibilities of this industry. And I believe if you take time, if anybody takes time to read that book all to the end, and then take notes and implement those information, it will be very difficult for you to be distracted or to quit in this industry. You will stay focused and continue to build till you achieve your success. So it's very important that we recommend it to every new member, even those old members who have joined this business for a long time and have not taken time to study this, and they should go back and read that book. You see the difference it will make in their mentality and their thinking. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Because with the title of the book alone is enough to motivate people. Go pro, that means go prof.
Can anyone hear our SD? Because I cannot hear him. Can anyone hear him? Can anyone hear our SD's voice? Okay, I'm sure he may be having a network problem. Let me attempt to step in his 3-star director big shoes. All right, so Romanus.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, so what I mean is that when we become knowledgeable, when we become informed, and we develop the right mindset, the winning mindset for our network marketing business, it will be very difficult for you or anybody to be distracted or to be misguided to go and put in your time and energy and resources in a scam, like what happened recently in Africa, where a lot of people lost their money through a scam that was referred to as network marketing. So these are some of the disadvantages of not being properly informed. If you understand what network marketing is, the real network marketing business, which has to do with real products that add value to people, you would discover that you don't need to go and put in your money in a scam that people are just using to deceive people. So part of the things you learn when you read books and also develop your mindset is that you cannot be, misdirected. That is it.
All right, SD, there's one other question. Sir, if on working down lines, sir, for on working down lines, one, it is the misunderstanding spirit of our people. Many think it's an investment kind of thing. 2, wrong presentation we might have done before signing up the new member. Yep. There's a comment.
Okay, so there's let me share some. There's a second part of my presentation that I wanted to share, just that we couldn't couldn't share it online. How to improve your chances of success in the business. I talked about the products, right? I talked about the fact that you need to sponsor and not just recruit. You need to sponsor people, don't just recruit them. Why we said that you must sponsor? Because sponsorship has to do with seeing yourself, your role as not just to recruit people into your team, but see yourself as being a leader and a trainer. The focus should be on the success of those you help to join the business. So when you understand that you are a sponsor, not just a recruiter, because a recruiter is just somebody that go out and share all kinds of messages, sometimes deceive people, just to bring them into the business. And once they come into the business, he has ended his contract with them. Whether these people understand anything or not, it's not his business. After all, he has recruited them, he has gotten the PV that added for him to achieve his goal. And then he goes out and recruits another person and still does the same thing, recruiter. That is a recruiter. But a sponsor is somebody that when you recruit, you take time to teach that new recruit, train them, motivate them, guide them, and expose them to the mentalities and the basic knowledge they need to have about the business. That will make them become independent and grow their business. So that's the difference between somebody who is a sponsor and somebody who is a recruiter. If you understand this and you train your people right from the onset, that chances of them quitting or giving up easily will be drastically reduced. All right.
Thank you very much, SD. Abel says, please, I'm a big stockist from Widana, Upper East, and don't have Longreach books to go through. Please, I want the books because it's very important for me to educate my people here. How will I get them? Someone have shared a document. Somebody have shared a document.
Okay.
Let me just be sure it's the right document. Let me just be sure it's the right document.
Well,
okay.
For the stockists, I also, it's good that you have documents because as a stockist, you are not just a distributor, you are also like a company representative. You have a responsibility to share more information about the business, about the company to people around you in your locality and organize training. Your stockist office is also a training center. Okay, so somebody just shared the GoPro. Somebody just shared the GoPro e-copy of the GoPro here. I think this is a good one. So you can find a way to liaise with other leaders to get these books. People reproduce them, or if you can get the real copies can get it and then market it in your stockist center and encourage people that come there for trainings, for products, registrations to buy those books. In fact, as a stockist, anybody that do registration in your office, you must encourage them to get one information book or the other and read before they start marketing. That way you'll be able to help a lot of people understand the business and develop the right mindsets to achieve success.
Thank you very much, SD. Any other question as we wrap up? Any other question? Any other question? Any other question as we wrap up? Any other question? Okay, so Godson says, moreover, I spoke to someone who is a Longreacher, and in our conversation, he said I should only focus on product selling and not prospecting and recruiting. If there is anything I have to counterbalance his mentality.
Okay. Well, it is good to focus on product selling, but I can assure you, if you are focusing only on product selling, you only get a very little percentage of what this business has to offer. The bulk of the achievements in terms of money and incentives you are going to make in Long Reach business will come from team building. Team building is where the business is. When you only focus on product selling, you only get the products, the retail profits, which is very little compared to, of course, it can be big if you're a good retailer. And then if you have customers who are buying the products for their personal use, you can also, and they love it, can also refer them to become distributors by simply directing them to buy directly from the company and get a code, and then the PV will just be adding to them and to you. So that way you actually build a team while you are selling the products to people for end users. So like I
Thank
said,
you very much. SD, please carry on. Sorry, I thought you were done.
So I said, like I said, it's good to sell the products, but you achieve more, you benefit more from the business opportunity when you build and grow your team. Thank you. That's what I wanted to add.
All right. Thank you very much. There's another question in the chat box from Apostle Ima. He says that another question, please, is about building a team to achieve your goals. And my question is, can you work with your children that are your first downlines if they are your children alone to achieve all your goals? Without them, that's not have the tenacity to work. So I think basically he's asking, if I register my children, can I work with them and grow? That's what he's trying to say.
Well, let me say this for the benefit of others about that. Yeah, it's okay to register your children, but you need to understand that your children are your children. Do they have the capacity to build the team? Because anybody that is registered under you that has a membership code, the system sees them as an independent distributor. Even if it's a 1-year-old child or 3-year or 5-year-old child that you register, the system see that account, that code, as a grown-up independent distributor. So if you think that your 3-year-old child or your 5-year-old child will have the knowledge to grow a team and build to enable you to achieve your goals as their upline, then I don't think you understand what they are saying. On the other hand, it's good to sign up your children, but you should know that you are just using them to expand your chances of achieving more for your family when you build other people under your children. So it is your responsibility to build under your children, except you have adult children who are grown-ups, who understands network marketing and has that passion and zeal to grow their business. Then you can be sure that they will work and grow to achieve the goals for you too.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I believe, Apostle, you understand and it's very clear. All right, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, let us not be in a rush at all. The fine, handsome gentleman is coming to Ghana this weekend, and I'm sure we're going to have much more time to spend with him. So please, if you have not bought your tickets for the anniversary, we are just about 4 days away from the D-Day. Just 4 days away from the D-Day. 3 reasons why you must not miss this anniversary. Number 1 is the awards that we are going to give. 350 awardees. 350 people are going to mount the stage to take various awards. Yes, SD. Yes.
Wow, that's
yes.
massive.
We have produced about 130 Diamond Force, new Diamond Force, about 130.
This year?
Yeah, this year.
Wow.
New Diamond 5s, about 28. one new one popped up last weekend and it's been added. New Diamond 6, about 8 or so. New Diamond 7s, we have 2 new Diamond 7s to celebrate. No, 3. Okay, we celebrated 1 last year, so 2 new ones have come up. And 2 new star directors and 1 new 2-star director to celebrate. Aside this, the Dubai trip, we're celebrating over 50 people. UK trip, over 50 people. Egypt trip, over 20 people. Car awardees, over 60 people are going home with cars on Saturday.
That's massive.
That is massive. The celebration is going to be something else.
And I can't afford to miss this.
Yes.
My
So, and
dancing shoes are ready.
I'm telling you, and we are very blessed to have you and our mother, 5-star director Oluchi, coming to grace this August occasion. The encounter with the 2 of you, our 5-star and you 3-star, is going to be something else. It's just going to be something else. You got to be in the auditorium to experience that. You must be in the auditorium to experience it. And the celebration alone, like I said, and the raffle draws that are going to, those who are buying the tickets, take note. We're going to give away mobile phones. We're going to give away tablets. We're going to give away a trip to Treasure Island. We're giving away over 10 slots to be given away. But note that those who are buying more VIP tickets will stand more chances of getting the Treasure Island slots. So we're doing more raffle tickets to take people to Treasure Island. So the Treasure Island trip is a day after the award, which is Sunday. And we are going with all our star directors, our 5-star director, Mama Oluchi, and 3-star director, Abraham. That is where we're going to have the networking bit of it, and many more. The many more are even more exciting than the other few ones we have listed. That is how it happens. If you've not yet grabbed your tickets, the tickets are being sold online. The tickets are being sold online. So all you got to do is dial *713*73*333#. Enter the code LJR 2023 and select the ticket you want to buy. Enter the quantity and you're good to go. And it may surprise you that you buy a ticket, you get to the gate, they give you a raffle draw ticket as well, and your ticket is selected for a free slot. Maybe you don't have good luck like myself, so you are not sure whether your ticket will be picked or not. No problem, you just come for the anniversary, but you can buy another ticket for the Treasure Island. You can buy another ticket purposely for the island, another ticket purposely for the island. You can buy another ticket purposely for the island. And this ticket is going for a cool 700 Ghana cedis. And let me tell you what the package is. We're going to do a road trip from Accra to Adan in Ghana here. It's about an hour or hour and a half to 2 hours drive to where the Volta River is. On the bus, we're going to have power-packed entertainment. Then when we get there, the bus will drop all of us on the mainland. Then we do a boat cruise from the mainland to the island by boat. When we get to the island, trust me, a lot of fun games, a slide that will bring you straight into their pool, board games, video games, then more boat cruising, and so on and so forth. It is basically networking and business, networking, fun, just release stress. You can buy a ticket for just the trip for 700 Ghana cedis, which will include everything, or you want to drive there yourself, you can buy tickets for 500 cedis. That means you are not joining the bus. Just take note of that. That means you are not joining the bus. So you have variety. But I'm saying that when you buy this trip ticket, it is not a ticket that gives you access to the anniversary on Saturday. This ticket is only for Sunday's trip. The trip will be held on Sunday. So this is for only the Sunday trip. And that is it. But when you buy the Saturday ticket, which is the anniversary ticket, this one, we will run a raffle. Several of them for VIPs. Regular, we may do 1 or 2 regular raffles for the trip. But more of the raffle draws for the trip will go for the VIPs. So just buy your VIP ticket, and that can give you a chance to get your slot for the Treasure Island. If not, buy anniversary ticket and then buy your trip ticket as well. To buy your trip ticket, just contact Sylvia Lawson, 0245-874-988. 0245-874-988. It's on the flyer. So you buy your ticket, you contact TM Ascent, and you are good to go. The trip is on Sunday, the anniversary is on Saturday. Thank you very much. We wish everybody all the best. SD, any final words, please?
All right. I can't wait to be in Ghana. And by God's grace, I'll be there on Thursday evening and getting ready for the fun and the power-packed events coming up. And I'm also trying to see how we can have a physical, training session with some of our team members there in Ghana on Friday. I'm sure by tomorrow we should be able to conclude on the arrangements. We are looking at the office, the Long Reach office in Accra on Friday. So be later in the day, they will confirm the time. So if that's possible, we can still have an opportunity to share more ideas, more thoughts on how to grow our business, how to achieve our goals on the Long Reach business. And during the event, at every opportunity I have, I will share as much information, insights, strategies, ideas with as many people as possible. And I'm sure we're going to have a wonderful time. And I look forward to meeting and seeing all of you. Thank you for your attention once again, and love you guys. Good night.
We all love you too. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, this is where we are drawing the curtains down, and it's all full of celebration ahead of our anniversary. So you can unmute and say bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate